The quantum sensors aboard the HS Phantom hummed silently as Commander Naomi Winters studied the approaching crystalline vessels. 3 massive warships of the crystalline dominion cut through the void, their prismatic hulls refracting starlight in mesmerizing patterns. To their advanced sensors, the Phantom appeared as nothing more than a primitive exploration vessel, its hull marked with clumsy well blinds and outdated propulsion systems. "Status report," Naomi commanded, her dark eyes never leaving the holographic display. This wasn't just another first contact scenario. This was the culmination of humanity's century-long deception. Lieutenant Jackson worked his neural interface with practiced ease, bringing up detailed sensor readings. Crystalline vessels maintaining approach vector. Their weapon systems are powered but inactive. Energy signatures match our intelligence exactly. They're running Mark VI crystal matrices. Naomi allowed herself a slight smile. For decades, humanity had intercepted and analyzed the Dominion's communications, studied their technology from afar, and carefully constructed an elaborate facade of being a young, struggling spacefaring species. The Phantom itself was part of that deception, a vessel deliberately designed to look precisely as advanced as the Dominion would expect from a primitive race. "They're hailing us," Communications Officer Patel announced, her fingers dancing across the haptic interface. "Standard Dominion diplomatic frequencies." "On screen," Naomi commanded, straightening her deliberately outdated uniform. The holographic display shifted, revealing a tall, crystalline being whose faceted body pulsed with internal light in patterns that radiated authority and contempt. "Greetings, vessel of Earth." The being's harmonic voice resonated through the bridge, translated automatically by systems far more advanced than the Dominion suspected existed. "I am High Resonator Crystallos of the Dominion. We have observed your species fumbling steps into the cosmos with great interest." Naomi bowed slightly, playing her role perfectly. "High Resonator, I am Commander Winters of the Terra Exploration Service. We are honored by your presence." Behind her, her crew maintained their carefully crafted appearance of awe and nervousness. None betrayed any sign that humanity's true quantum technology had surpassed the Dominion's crystal tech decades ago. "Yes, well," Crystallos's body flickered with what their intelligence suggested was dismissive amusement. "Your species has finally managed to achieve faster-than-light travel, however primitive your methods may be. The Dominion has decided it's time to welcome you into the galactic community. We are grateful for the Dominion's recognition," Naomi responded, adding just the right touch of eagerness to her voice. "Our people have so much to learn." "Indeed." Crystallos's light patterns shifted to harsher frequencies. "Your species will be granted protectorate status within the Dominion. We will guide your development, manage your resources, and ensure you don't accidentally destroy yourselves with technology beyond your understanding." Naomi allowed her expression to shift to one of concern. "Protectorate status. I'm afraid I don't have the authority to make such decisions. Our planetary council would need to." "Perhaps I should be more clear," Crystallos interrupted, their crystalline form now pulsing with threatening harmonics. "This is not a negotiation. The Dominion has detected your primitive attempts at colonizing nearby systems. Without our protection, you would inevitably encounter species far less benevolent than ourselves. Accept our generous offer, or face the consequences of rejection." Naomi's crew tensed, but she maintained her facade of diplomatic concern. "High Resonator, please understand I must consult with Earth's leadership. We've never encountered a situation like this." "Very well," Crystallos conceded with obvious disdain. "You have one planetary rotation to communicate with your leaders. We will expect your surrender. Your acceptance by then." The transmission cut off abruptly. Naomi waited exactly 3 seconds before activating the quantum entanglement communicator hidden beneath layers of primitive electronics. "Control, this is Phantom. Operation Crystal Shatter is proceeding exactly as projected. Dominion forces have made contact and delivered their ultimatum." The response came instantly through quantum channels undetectable to crystal tech. "Understood, Phantom. Ghost Fleet is in position. Continue as planned. The Dominion's arrogance will be their undoing. Naomi looked at her crew, no longer hiding their true capability and training. Send the coded signal to all our primitive colonies. It's time to show the galaxy why humanity spent a century hiding our true strength. As the Dominion warships loomed outside, none of their advanced sensors detected the quantum ripples spreading through space, the wake of hundreds of stealth vessels moving into position. The Ghost Fleet, led by the quantum battleship Starweaver, was about to reveal why you should never mistake patience for weakness. The true first contact war was about to begin, and a crystalline Dominion had no idea they'd already lost. The hidden fleet emerges. Admiral Marcus Blackwood stood on the bridge of the Starweaver, his weathered features illuminated by the quantum displays surrounding his command station. The massive vessel, nearly invisible against the fabric of space, represented everything humanity had kept hidden for the past century. Through the quantum viewing screens, he watched as hundreds of stealth vessels emerged from their dimensional pockets, each one a testament to human ingenuity. Fleet status, he commanded, his neural link pulsing with data streams from every ship under his command. Lieutenant Commander Raj Patel's voice came through the quantum network. All vessels reporting ready. Admiral. Quantum shields at full capacity. Phase cannons charged. The Dominion still hasn't detected our presence. The Starweaver's bridge hummed with carefully contained energy. Unlike the crystalline technology of the Dominion, humanity had developed something far more fundamental, quantum manipulation technology that didn't just harness spacetime, but rewrote its rules entirely. Signal from the Phantom, announced Lieutenant Weizhang. Commander Winters reports the Dominion grows impatient. They're charging weapons. Blackwood smiled grimly. Right on schedule. Begin Phase 1. Across the void, the quantum network carried his orders instantly. 100 stealth vessels, each one more advanced than anything the Dominion had ever encountered, moved into position around their crystalline warships. Sir, Raj reported, the Dominion flagship is powering up their main crystal resonance cannon. They're targeting the Phantom. Let them fire, Blackwood ordered. Commander Winters knows what to do. On the quantum display, they watched as the Dominion warship unleashed a devastating beam of crystalline energy at the seemingly defenseless Phantom. The beam struck and passed straight through the ship as if it wasn't there. Holographic projection systems functioning perfectly. Zhang confirmed. The real Phantom is safely out of range. Blackwood straightened his uniform. Open a channel to high resonator crystals. Let's show them what they're really dealing with. The Dominion leader's crystalline form appeared on the quantum display, their light patterns still pulsing with superiority that was about to shatter. What trickery is this? Crystallos demanded. Your primitive vessel. I am Admiral Marcus Blackwood of the Terran Ghost Fleet. Blackwood interrupted, his voice carrying absolute authority. That primitive vessel was a projection, just like humanity's apparent technological level for the past century. As he spoke, the Starweaver and its escort ships dropped their quantum stealth fields. The Dominion watched in shock as hundreds of advanced warships materialized around them, their black hulls seeming to absorb both light and hope. Impossible, Crystallos whispered, their patterns now pulsing with fear. Your species, you couldn't have hidden this. But we did, Blackwood replied. While you watched our fumbling steps into space, we studied you. While you planned to enslave us, we prepared to show you why that was a mistake. Your crystal technology is impressive, high resonator, but quantum manipulation, that's something else entirely. Breaking the Crystal Empire, Captain Reina Tanaka stood at the helm of the Shadow Dancer, her hands hovering over the quantum control interface as she watched the Dominion fleet's response unfold. More crystalline ships were arriving through their resonance drives, responding to their flagship's distress call. The newly arrived vessels took up defensive positions, their crystal matrices humming with power. They're attempting to establish a resonance lattice, reported Tactical Officer Dr. Omar Hassan. If they succeed, they could boost their shield strength exponentially. Reyna's lips curved into a knowing smile. Exactly as the simulations predicted. Begin Operation Shatterpoint. The Shadowdancer's quantum core pulsed with energy as specialized devices deployed from its hull. To Dominion sensors, they would appear as simple debris, but each one contained technology that had taken humanity decades to perfect. Quantum resonance disruptors in position, confirmed Chief Engineer Dr. Amara Okafor, her fingers dancing across holographic controls. Ready on your mark, Captain. Reyna opened a secure channel to Admiral Blackwood's flagship. Shadowdancer to Starweaver. We're in position for Phase 3. Execute, came Blackwood's immediate response. Reyna nodded to Amara. Activate the disruptors. Let's show them why depending on a single type of technology is dangerous. The devices activated simultaneously, sending precisely calculated quantum waves through space. The effect on the Dominion ships was immediate and devastating. Their carefully constructed resonance lattice didn't just fail. It collapsed spectacularly, sending feedback through their crystal matrices. Multiple Dominion vessels reporting critical systems failure, Omar announced, unable to keep the satisfaction from his voice. Their crystal cores are going dormant. On the tactical display, Reyna watched as ship after ship lost power, their once brilliant crystalline hulls growing dark. The mighty Dominion fleet, terror of 1,000 worlds, was being neutralized not by brute force, but by humanity's deeper understanding of the fundamental forces they'd taken for granted. Incoming transmission from High Resonator Crystallis. Communications Officer Yuki Tanaka reported. They're requesting terms. Reyna allowed herself a moment to appreciate the irony. Less than a day ago, the Dominion had been demanding humanity's surrender. Now their roles were reversed, but humanity had no intention of following their example. Channel to Admiral Blackwood, she ordered. Inform him that Operation Shatterpoint is complete. The board is clear for Phase 4. As she watched the powerless Dominion ships drift in space, Reyna reflected on the century of preparation that had led to this moment. Humanity hadn't just developed superior technology. They'd learned from history, from countless tales of empires that fell because they believed their power was absolute. The quantum displays showed more Dominion ships arriving, only to fall prey to the resonance disruptors. The message was clear. The age of crystal dominance was over. What would rise in its place would depend on whether the Dominion could accept a fundamental truth. True strength lies not in superiority, but in adaptation and cooperation. The next phase would be crucial. Humanity didn't want servants or subjects. They wanted partners in exploring the true mysteries of the universe. As Reyna prepared the Shadowdancer for its next mission, she knew that the real challenge wasn't defeating the Dominion. It was proving that humanity could do better. The gates of change. Ambassador Thomas Reeves stood in the grand chamber aboard Nexus Station, Earth's hidden diplomatic center, as representatives from 20 different species gathered for an unprecedented meeting. The chamber itself showcased humanity's true advancement, quantum architecture that could reconfigure itself to accommodate any species' environmental needs. Beside him, Dr. Priya Kapoor, Earth's leading quantum physicist, monitored the station's adaptive systems while organizing the technical data they were about to share. The fall of the crystalline Dominion had sent shockwaves through the galaxy, and now was the time to show why humanity had chosen this particular moment to reveal themselves. The Dominion's fleet remains disabled but intact, Thomas began, his voice carrying clearly through personalized translation fields. As promised, no lives were lost. Humanity seeks change, not conquest. A Nexian delegate, their silicon-based form glowing with nervous energy, spoke first. For millennia, our people paid tribute to the Dominion. We believed their crystal technology was unmatched, yet they paused, crystalline features refracting light. You turned it off like a simple switch. Not just turned it off, rumbled Representative Mokhtar of the Void Tribes, their gaseous form swirling with agitation. You understood it better than they did. The question is, why reveal yourselves now? Priya stepped forward, activating the quantum displays. Because of what we discovered while studying their technology. The displays showed a network of ancient structures scattered throughout the galaxy. Structures the Dominion had claimed as their own, but never truly understood. The quantum gates, she continued, are not Dominion technology. They're remnants of something far older, far more advanced. And they're waking up. The chamber erupted in murmurs as Priya displayed data that had taken humanity decades to compile. The ancient gates, used for faster-than-light travel throughout the galaxy, were showing signs of increased activity. Patterns that had remained dormant for millennia were beginning to pulse with new energy. We didn't reveal ourselves to replace the Dominion, Thomas explained as the data scrolled past. We revealed ourselves because what's coming next will require all of us working together. Dr. Kapoor activated another display, showing the quantum technology plans humanity was prepared to share. Which is why we're offering this, the foundational principles of quantum manipulation, not as a gift or a show of superiority, but as an investment in our shared future. Beyond the veil, Fleet Commander Diana Rhodes stood on the bridge of the quantum flagship Nebula, watching as the ancient gate before them pulsed with unprecedented energy. The combined fleet of the newly formed Galactic Alliance held position. Thousands of ships representing dozens of species, united for the first time in galactic history. Multiple quantum signatures detected, reported Science Officer Dr. Jin Park. The gate's energy patterns match nothing in our database. Diana nodded, her expression focused. In the 3 months since the fall of the Dominion, the galaxy had transformed. Former slave species now wielded quantum technology alongside their traditional methods, creating hybrid systems that exceeded anything humanity had imagined. The Dominion itself, humbled but not destroyed, had begun the long process of redemption. But now, something was stirring in the depths of space. The ancient gates were resonating with power that dwarfed anything the combined fleet could generate. Message from Ambassador Reeves. Communications Chief Zara Rahman announced. The diplomatic corps is standing by. Whatever comes through, we're ready to talk. Diana allowed herself a small smile. That was humanity's true strength. Not the hidden fleet, not the quantum technology, but the ability to learn from history. They had spent a century in the shadows not just developing technology, but studying the mistakes of countless fallen empires. Energy spike. Dr. Park called out. Something's coming through. The gate's quantum field expanded, reality itself seeming to bend as something emerged from the swirling vortex. It wasn't a ship, at least not in any conventional sense. It was a construct of pure energy and thought, a manifestation of technology so advanced it bordered on the mystical. By the stars, breathed Zora as the translation matrices struggled to decode the incoming signal. They're the gate builders. The being that appeared on their quantum display was unlike anything they had encountered. A consciousness of pure energy, unfathomable yet somehow familiar. Its first words, when they finally came through, were both a warning and a promise. You have awakened the gates. You have shown wisdom in victory and unity in strength. Perhaps this cycle will be different. Diana exchanged glances with her crew, seeing in their eyes the same mixture of awe and determination. Humanity had revealed its strength not to conquer, but to prepare. The galaxy faced something far beyond their understanding, but they would face it together. As the gate builder's emissary began to share its message, Diana thought back to that first confrontation with the Dominion. Humanity's ultimate weapon hadn't been their technology or their hidden fleet. It had been patience, the wisdom to wait, to learn, and to unite rather than divide. The true test of their civilization was just beginning. But this time, they were ready, not as conquerors or servants, but as equals, standing together at the threshold of a new era in galactic history. In the quantum displays around her, Diana could see ships of every species moving into defensive positions, not out of fear, but out of protocol and unity. The Dominion's crystal ships now flew alongside human quantum vessels, their hybrid technology a symbol of what could be achieved through cooperation rather than conquest. The gate pulsed again, and Diana Rhodes, commander of humanity's most powerful vessel, prepared to face whatever lay beyond. They had revealed their strength to the galaxy not to end a story, but to begin one. Together,